Good morning, Ursuline Academy, and welcome back to another edition of UA Today. I'm Lily Summers, here with
Chloe Weaver
to bring you today's news. Today we are going to talk about almost everyone's favorite twins, Dylan and Cole Sprouse, a Marine officer being able to walk again, Obamacare, and much more. Let's jump right in. We all know the famous Disney Channel show, The Suite Life of Zack and Cody, and The Suite Life on Deck. The twins were the stars of both those shows and are our stars for today. Our Man Crush Monday for today are Dylan and Cole Sprouse. The twins were born on August 4th, 1992, and are now 24 years old. They were born in Arezzo, Italy, and their first big role was in 1999's Big Daddy, which they co-starred with Adam Sandler. Their most known role was, of course, Zack and Cody. The show started in 2005 and ended in 2008. The next step up for this Disney Channel hit show was The Suite Life on Deck, which started in 2008 and ended in May of 2011. MSN reported that by the end of the 2000s, Dylan and Cole became the richest teenage twins in the world. Both Dylan and Cole were accepted into New York University and graduated in 2015. Both continued to pursue acting ever since. You can now check out Riverdale, which stars Cole Sprouse, aka Cody. From cute to brainy, here's the quote of the day.
As the seniors wind down on their last semester at the Big UA, here is a quote to keep in the back of your mind. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. We all know Dr. Seuss from our childhood, from his tales about a cat in a hat, green eggs and ham, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Dr. Seuss was born on March 2nd, 1904 in Massachusetts. His real name is Theodore Seuss Geisel. Geisel published his first novel in 1934, named And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street, under the name of Dr. Seuss. This was the start of his famous career writing children's novels. Now let's hear about what the juniors did last week.
This past Thursday, the class of 2018 took their next big step of their high school careers at Ursuline. At 7 o'clock Thursday evening, the juniors received their class rings. They have been so patiently and anxiously waiting for them. A ceremony was held in their home in their honor, where they not only got their rings, but also their school photo and service site shown to everyone on the big screen. The ring ceremony is a great bond that ties you with your class and your time here at Ursuline forever. So congratulate our juniors for their achievements today. From school news to national news, let's hear about Obamacare.
Let's talk about the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, is a universal health care. It was signed into action in 2010 by President Obama. The goal was to help low-income people receive affordable health care. When President Trump took office in January, one of the first things he wanted to do was repeal Obamacare. However, after the failed vote on Friday, the Trump campaign said that Obamacare will continue as they move on to other plans, most notably tax reforms. From the Senate to the White House, here's some recent news about wiretapping.
You've probably heard a lot about wiretapping over the past week, but here's the lowdown. President Trump started the accusation on Twitter in early March. He said that the Obama administration wiretapped Trump Tower before the election in October. President Trump also compared the situation to Watergate. However, after investigations ensued, it turned out there was no evidence of wiretapping of any sort. Now from current events to the current weather.
Today's high is going to be 64, while the low will be 49. There's also going to be rain throughout our day. While our weather is slightly getting warmer, let's talk about the warm sweaters these elephants have gotten lately.
The whole staff at the Wildlife SOS Elephant Conservation and Care Center, located in northern Indian city of Mathura, is currently a loving and safe home for about 20 of these giant elephants. They have rescued all of the elephants that are housing from wildlife traffickers, abusive circuses, or other harmful circumstances. Animals who suffer from abuse who have suffered from abuse in the past are more vulnerable to the cold weather. The crew has stated that many of their loved elephants are currently suffering from arthritis, which can be aggravated by the cold. Because of this fact, and due to the winter cold getting just a little bit chillier, the crew rolled up their sleeves and started to hand make giant sweaters for the elephants. Making just one of these huge sweaters takes 4 weeks in itself. With that being said, only 3 of the elephants have gotten sweaters for themselves. In the meantime, the elephants that are lacking sweaters are using giant blankets. From a popular animal to some popular songs, Chloe, would you mind telling us some of these songs?
Not at all, Lily. At number 1, we have Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Next up, number 2, we have I Don't Want to Live Forever by Zayn featuring Taylor Swift. At number 3, we have Love on the Brain by Rihanna. At 4, by The Weeknd, is I Feel It Coming. Number 5 by Bruno Mars is That's What I Like. Number 6 is Scars to You Beautiful by Alessia Cara. At 7 is Mercy by Shawn Mendes. At 8, we have Paris by the Chainsmokers. 9 is I Don't Wanna Know by Maroon 5, featuring Kendrick Lamar. And finally, at number 10, we have Water Under the Bridge by Adele. Now that we have informed you of these great songs, let's tell you about an inspiring story about a man taking his first steps after 33 years.
In Fredericksburg, Virginia, Terry LeBar, a U.S. Marine officer, walked for the first time in 33 years. After being hit by a car in the Middle East, he had a hard time adjusting to the major life change, but vowed not to be defeated by this. This was not the first major injury. During the Vietnam War, Terry was rappelling out of a helicopter and fell about 90 feet and broke his back. Since his paralysis, Terry has competed in marathons, carried the Olympic torch in 1996, and worked 20 years with the FBI. His positive attitude is what gets him through each day. A few days ago, during physical therapy, Terry was fitted for a motorized exoskeleton. It was the first time he had walked since 1984. His son Sean said it was the first time he had ever saw his father walk. He is currently training with the device twice a week and soon will be able to use it at home. As you can see, there's nothing holding Terry back. Now, from a story that warmed your heart to a story that will warm your belly.
March 27th is National Spanish Paella Day. Paella originated from Spain and has become very popular and is also known around the world. It originated in the mid-19th century in Valencia on the east coast of Spain. At lunchtime, workers in the fields would make the rice dish in a flat pan over a fire. They would put a variety of different ingredients, and there's really no preference as to what goes in. Some popular ingredients to put in are rabbits, snails, and vegetables. There are many versions of recipes of paella. The key ingredients are saffron and olive oil. Saffron is an essential spice that also turns the rice a beautiful golden color. Perhaps the next time you have several odd ingredients, see if you can put them together to make your own Spanish paella.
Last but not least, we would like to announce the winners of the Pie Week problems. Mrs. Forbes' advisement was the only advisement to correctly answer the Pie Week problem. Here is a picture of them enjoying their party. Great job, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of UA Today. We'd like to thank our team behind the camera, Campbell Kennedy on teleprompt, Ava Aftayev on board, and director and producer, Miss Lang. Again, I'm Lily Summers, here with
Chloe Weaver,
reminding you to make the most of your day.